CP the Tool Addict here, coming at you. Got a quick video. Top 5 reasons. Top 5. Bam, bam. 5, 5, 5. Oh, okay. Sorry, I know. That was a little bit out of line. I was a little wild on that one. Anyways, top 5 reasons on finding advice and, information on YouTube. You know, who should you be listening to? Who should you be watching? And how to take things for entertainment value and how to understand whether or not there's a lot of entities that I found involved in YouTube. Let's talk about one little thing. I'm going to give a couple minutes here and just kind of go over some stuff. There's a lot of people that get tools sent to them, and that's great. And there's a lot of guys that take those tools, test them, and give their honest opinions. And then there's a lot of people who get tools and they just kind of do a video on them and they just go, this is awesome. You should buy it. Here's, discount code, blah, blah, blah. And recently, I had also tools, send me some tools and I'm testing them. It was my initial first review, not a final review. So how do you decipher whether or not these channels and all this stuff on YouTube is information that's good for you and not just leading you into a path of, you're going down a road of where you're going to be disappointed? Well, I found a simple solution for this, okay? The first way, I'm going to give you 5 reasons how to do this now. Okay, the first reason is what's their background? What do they do for a living, okay? Are they a computer engineer? Are they a telephone operator? Are they so if you're looking for mechanics tools, would you literally go to McDonald's and ask somebody for help to figure out whether or not you need the right tool? Probably not. So that's a pretty easy one right there, I think. Number two, all right? Number two way to figure out whether or not advice and stuff that you're getting on YouTube is are they showing you stuff that is relevant to what's going on in the car industry? And by that meaning, are they relevant with scan tool diagnostics? Because quite honestly, if you're showing ratchets, sockets, screwdrivers, unless you're really, heavy truck mechanics use quite a bit, but everybody that's really a mechanic that works on stuff, they're going to be into diagnostics for the most part. Now, there's a lot of guys that work in shops and just kind of put parts on, but wrenches, ratchets, sockets, screwdrivers, they are not what the bread and butter of mechanics industries are right now. Electronics are what's the bread and butter. So are they showing videos like that? So if that's the case, then you probably are just getting entertainment value out of this. They'll show you something new. It may be interesting, but it's probably just entertainment value. Now, am I saying that these channels are not worth watching? No. They're always good for a laugh, in some cases, if not to find some decent information. So my number 3 reason reason to find out if this channel is worth watching would be, have you seen them actually use the tools that they have promoted? That's a pretty big one, in my opinion. I'm guilty of not showing all the tools that I use. So I thought this was a great one because I'm being honest. It shows that, I buy my tools, I show them on review. Have I really technically showed them on videos? No. So that would basically put me into that category as whether or not I'm worth, or am I subjected to that? Well, yes, obviously I am. Do I believe that I'm one of those channels? No. That's pretty simple. The fourth reason going on with that, and you guys can ask me questions in the comment box. All you guys are subscribers. I'll get down there and talk to you. Number 4th reason is, are they putting down tool trucks? That's one of the biggest reasons. Putting down tool trucks. I think if you're putting down tool trucks, you've never been in the industry, so you literally do not understand. And now there's DIY guys that are pretty smart and working on cars. So let me go out on a limb and saying that this isn't against DIY guys, but what I'm saying is that putting down a tool truck is not necessarily the smartest thing or something that you necessarily need to do. If you were trying to prove that tool trucks are not worth being in the mechanics industry, then there's a good chance that your channel is probably not worth watching for a guy that's a professional mechanic. I am obviously directed towards mechanics. My goal, I don't talk about carpentry. I don't talk about building airplanes. I talk about tools that I use for working on cars. Now, I mean, once again, would you go to a guy that's building houses to ask him, hey man, is this air tool good for working on cars? Probably not. He's not going to tell you. He's like going to be like, man, I got an air nailer. I don't know. I don't use this stuff. Guys that are honest do that, okay? The top 5 and final reason is you know, are they out there fishing for views and likes and stuff like that? Pretty simple way to tell if somebody's out there looking for fishing for views and likes is that, you know, you can pretty much tell by how their channel's designed that it's like when you go into a casino, they're using lights and, you know, flashy stuff, you know, clickbait stuff like that to get you to come in there and watch their channel, subscribe to it, get drawn into it, and then they can make money off of it. So that all ties into everything else, okay? So if they're not a mechanic and they're telling you that these tools are crap, you know, and obviously the DIY market is bigger to draw in these people than the mechanics industry, because the biggest problem is with the mechanics industry is we've gotten a bad name over the years. We have gotten, because of bad shop owners, mistreating customers, we've gotten bad reputations for, you know, being the mechanic. My mechanic screwed me over. My mechanic did this, you know. And, you know, unfortunately, there's just going to be a lot of DIY guys in the future. Some of them are smart. Once again, there's a lot of DIY guys that aren't ignorant, and they do know their stuff, or were ex-mechanics, and they just DIY now. They are a lot more better. They're a lot better off. So that is, you know, you got to kind of play into that stuff and think about it. Now, if you notice on the comment section, that was one I should have added in there too. If you look in the comment section of most places, you're going to find guys that ask relevant questions, and some of them might be bigger channels, but looking in the comment section of anybody's video, you can probably tell whether or not somebody is really, they care about their YouTube subscribers. If they're answering questions that are legit or not, and if you understand that, that's probably going to be, you know, I am very thankful for the loyal subscribers I got, and everybody on my page seems to have a good opinion or a good question, be it whether it's not exactly the most, I don't know how to call this, like if it's not the nicest comment, but it's still a question that's relevant, and that's what I appreciate. Guys that are in this industry can smell this crap, because here's the thing, guys. Tool companies have been taking advantage of mechanics for years, okay? They have literally, you know, you have all these people that want to make money off of selling tools. It's time for us as mechanics to stop these people from doing that, okay? Don't let these people take you over to their channel, suck you into their mediocre stuff that they want to tell you about how this is that, and they'll break out some numbers, and they'll break out some torque specs, talk real fancy to you. But the thing about it is they don't have dirty hands. They have nice, clean hands, and they've never turned the wrench, and they've never been behind the 8-ball of a flat rate system. They've never been, you know, there's a lot of good channels out there that these guys are giving good advice and helping young mechanics. There's a lot of tool trucks out there that will not let young mechanics get in debt. There's a lot of people and a great community and a lot of things that will help you be led to the better stuff, you know, be led to a better off of being a mechanic. This isn't about, you know, here's the biggest thing is when somebody calls you a tool truck, here's another good reason to wonder. And most of these tool companies that are handing out tools, you know, and giving tools, tool truck companies will not. So you know if a guy's buying off a tool truck, 95% sure he's not getting his tools for free, because of franchise agreements and stuff like that would take away from money from these small businesses. They cannot give you tools free. The franchisee would have to give you the tools free. So it's very good information as to when these guys are trying to tell everybody that tool trucks are bad. Well, tool truck guys are actually paying for their money, paying for their tools. So when they're doing YouTube videos on their tools, it's coming out of their pocket, such as mine. Okay, I'm not getting free tools from Snap-on, Mac, Matco, or Cornwell. Okay, so all my videos are tools that I paid for versus somebody who's telling me that my channel's garbage because I like Snap-on, okay? But you're supporting a channel where they're getting hundreds of dollars worth of free tools to do reviews, and then you go buy them. I mean, is that not just common sense right there? Doesn't that seem a little bit messed up? A guy's giving you an opinion because he's getting free tools, okay? Not only that, he's supporting companies, going out writing them letters to get their support, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not naming anybody specific. But just remember, when you take advice or when you watch a YouTube video, what exactly is the information that you're looking for and wanting to get out of it? Is it something, and this goes for a DIY guy, are you literally going to take advice from somebody who sits in an office all day? I mean, is that your goal? A DIY guy might be an ex-mechanic in the military or something like that, and he wants to buy a new tool. And I have another question that goes in with, that I'm going to answer in another video about, how do you get a hold of a tool truck? If you want to buy a special tool from a tool truck, it's not that hard, guys. You can find these guys, and I'm going to answer that in another video. So that's another question. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope that it made some sense. And hopefully, if you got any questions on that comment box, do that. If you like this video, let me know. If not, I'm not really a fan of doing these rant videos. I would like to do a little bit more different stuff, and we're going to. It's coming. Trust me. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. If you want to see more videos and you want to know when I drop them, you got to ring that bell. And please, guys, I appreciate you guys subscribing. You don't have to. If you don't like it, hit that thumbs down. Thanks for watching.